I am Erica. I own Treasured Letter, and today is usually Friday night type night, but we're gonna make some stickers because it's been 2 whole weeks and I haven't made any, so we're going to do that together. So let me just get situated here and that, put some music on and see if we can make some stickers because I'm sure I'm rusty. It's been 2 whole weeks. Hi, Lee. How are you? It's lovely to see you. Okay, I gotta figure out how to put the music on because it's not on yet for some reason. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep clicking things until something happens. There we go. Hi. I know, Jody. I was like, I'm gonna be on time tonight. No. Hi, Jody. I missed y'all. Okay. We're going to get things situated here, and I'm just gonna make some stickers because it's been 2 weeks and I'm in sticker withdrawal. So, welcome. It does. It does feel weird. I was like, what if I am too scared to talk on camera again? Because it took me like so long to be able to do that. And then and I took 2 weeks off. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I did what any normal person would do. I cut bangs. And then I dyed my hair because I was nervous. Welcome. I did bring water. I didn't bring the lid, but I did bring water. And hi Anwar. Hi. Hi Amanda. Welcome. Okay, we're going to make a treasure letter sticker because it's been literal eons. Like, where even is it? Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to make pink and purple, and whatever is in that is going in the cup. Oh, I forgot I dyed my spoon. Look at this. Whoops. Anyway, so welcome. Thank you. It's very forgiving when you cut your own hair, when you have curly hair. So this may not be an exact science, but I was going for the shape I got, so it's fine. But I cut off like maybe that much. Not sure. The trip was amazing. It was perfect in every way. And everyone said, be careful for pickpockets, but everything was fine. It was so good. All right, so we need, what is a clicking noise? Are we on fire? Okay, the trip was so good. I may have gotten you some presents, but I was too tired to open them, so you'll have to wait. Did I just get a sale? Oh my god, wait, what? I love you. Who are you? Elizabeth. Wait, I know this name. Moonlight, are you here? Ah! Hi. Welcome. Hi. Do you want to do a sticker experience tomorrow? Oh wait, we're on YouTube when you got it. Do you want to do it Sunday so that it's on YouTube? What do you think? Oh my god, hi. Hi Victoria. Thank you so much, Moonlight. It's my first sale being back. And it's always really scary. Wait, I forgot to put in the purple. Oh my god. Okay, so it's always really scary when, there we go. When you aren't sure, like if you take a break, if when you come back, you'll still make a sale. So I love you so much right now because I was nervous. Okay, so it doesn't need to go well when you have curly hair on, Mara. You just pretend because it'll do what it's gonna do. Like, this is much, much shorter than this. I was like, I want this shape. It'll work out. So some of these are very short. I don't know. That's okay. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Okay. Welcome. Can we do tomorrow? Yes! Pink is my fave. Okay, I did like pink, purple, and white. but it was like I had a mix of pinks, so I put that in as well. So it's going to be pinkle and pretty. We're starting with this because it's literally been 2 weeks and I haven't made one, and I am dying to. La la la. That's happened to me before, Sky. Crazy. Welcome. We are making stickers out of wax. I just got back from my honeymoon and life is very exciting at the moment. So usually Friday night is type night where we're on a vintage typewriter, but I did not have the strength as someone who's very jet lagged to change the setup. And I was dying to make stickers. So here we are making stickers. But I had a wonderful, wonderful trip. I took some videos and I got you some things, but I'm not ready to show you just yet. Can I make a request? Absolutely. If you want to see a certain sticker be made, you let me know. Congratulations. Thank you, Victoria. Ooh, do I look like someone from warm weather? That's nice. Thanks. I feel like those places are associated with chill vibes too. I'm from New England, where we're associated with like angry traffic. That's pretty much it. Oh, and like a thick accent. But I made friends on the trip. It was so fun, y'all. I went to Rome, Florence, Venice, Misano, and then I came home. It was amazing. How is Dan? He's good. So like the first couple days he wasn't feeling well, which is to be expected. He has not experienced that level of jet lag in a very long time. Then I think he had like a sinus infection midway. But then after that, he was like good. And I was so proud because it's like a big deal if he cannot feel well and then get well. For anybody that doesn't have like a functioning immune system, that's an amazing thing. Anyway, it was so fun. And I did my bucket list item, which was to ride in a gondola. And you might be like, Erica, you're afraid of boats. Why would you want to do that? Don't worry. I took 3 boats. And one time, the guy was like, do you want to drive? And I was like, what? And he was like, do you want to drive the boat? And I was like, sir, I'm not a good driver. And he was like, it's fine. There's nothing out here. And I was like, all right. So I'm driving the boat. And I was like, what does this do? And he was like, oh, it just makes it go faster. You can push it. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I pushed the lever and I pushed a button and it pulled the engine out of the water. And then water went everywhere like a waterfall. And he was like, well, don't push that. I don't know anything about boats. I'm terrified. I was like, what do I do? Anyway, so I had a straight thought and was like, push the button. Anyway, don't let me drive anything. I'm not a good driver. So that's what happened. After that, I was like, perhaps you should drive. Yeah. He also said like, oh, that's the police. And I went, whoa, take the wheel. And he was like, just for future reference, it is legal for you to drive here. And I didn't know. He's pointing out the only police boat. I'm just in there. Like, I don't know. Don't let me drive your boat, okay? Don't do that. But anyway, it was really great. And they brought me to a factory where it's like famous for glass making in Murano, Italy. It's Murano glass and it's a very fancy thing. And they were like, who wants to be a volunteer? And I secretly thought, oh, I want to be a volunteer. But anyway, then they picked me and I helped make a vase and it was really cool. And then when I went to sit down, I realized everyone was staring at me and I walked directly into a cone and tripped. So I didn't fall though. I caught myself, but everyone laughed and I was like, so then I tried to jump into the water to, you know, just end it, but I couldn't. So probably can never go back there. It was really amazing. Thank you, Anwar. Thank you, Leave. But I did a really good job. I know how to order pizza and cake and say thank you and good morning. So really, I have all the bases covered in case you need Italian instructions. Don't ask me. But it was really, really fun. And everyone was super nice. And the person I wanted to win the motorcycle race fell. And I was really sad for him, but he's fine. And yeah, that's what happened. If y'all didn't know, I went to Misano, which is San Marino, just technically its own country. But I went there and I saw a Moto GP, like a motorcycle race. And then I got a bunch of autographs from people, including the guy that I love. So that was cool. And then I went to the Coliseum and I got to go in the underground like a video game character. And I got to come out as if I was about to fight a dragon or whatever. It was awesome. That's pretty. Yay. And then, let's see, what else? I went to Florence and it was like super romantic and pretty. And I went to Uffizi, like a famous art gallery thing on the one rainy day. Can you believe there was only one rainy day in 2 weeks? That's crazy. And then I miss you. Hi, Todd. Okay. And then what else did I do? I did eat gelato from you. I took Dan to a gelato place and was like, this is from the stream. Enjoy your gelato. And he was like, what? And I was like, they bought you gelato. We have to go eat it. So we went to this like fancy vegan gelato place and it was like all raw chocolate. And I was like, am I gonna like this? So I tried everything and I was like trying to be nice, but like it was not my cup of tea because it tasted like really bitter dark chocolate. And I was like, but the man there was really nice. And he heard me like involuntarily audibly gasp when someone bought the last pistachio candy chocolate thing. And I could tell he felt bad for me because I was trying to I was really embarrassed because I didn't mean to be like clutch my pearls because someone bought the last chocolate that I wanted. So then he was like, I have a frozen one. I'll make you a little snack pack and you can have it later. And I was like, thanks. And then I had it later and I have no video of it. And it was the most delicious thing ever. So really should have started with that. But it was amazing. So thank you for that. It was like a chocolate. It was like this big and it was like chocolate. And then it had like some type of pistachio filling cream thing. It was phenomenal. So anyway, thank you. If you could pick a place to go, I just went to Italy and it was amazing. But if I could choose the next place to go and I had oodles of money because now I just have debt, but if I did, I would go to Egypt. That is my next location that I would really like to go. I'd also like to go to Paris, but I feel like Egypt is like a real dream of mine. Did I have any good drinks? I had, what did I have? I had a lot of, so, okay, real talk. We booked like a nice, like condo Airbnb thing. And we paid extra so that it would have like certain things, like a kitchen for Dan's like diabetic supplies and like a balcony. And it was supposed to be like big and beautiful. And we looked at all the pictures and I emailed and was like, hey, does it have this? And they were like, yeah, it does. And I was like, amazing. And we got there and it didn't have any of those things. Like they clearly gave us the wrong room. And I was like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but like, like I was trying so hard to be polite, but I was like, this isn't, like I paid, like I'm not like a lady made of money here, and I paid for like a big giant sweet thing for our honeymoon and I was so excited. So I was like, just wondering, like I was trying so hard to be nice, but it was like, it was okay. The shower was moldy and they were like, I'm so sorry we gave you the wrong room. We'll send someone in to like clean it. you know? And I was like, oh, that's really nice, because I didn't tell them about the mold or the backed up sink. I was just trying to be polite. So when they came, when we weren't there, I was like, oh, perfect, they're gonna fix the mold. They did. They just ignored the whole shower. Like, so anyway, after a couple days, we were like, we gotta go. We just gotta go. So we left and went to Florence. And we got there and we stayed at this like hotel through our credit card, and it was so nice. And when we got there, I was like looking in the shower for mold at this like super nice hotel, and Dan was like, it's not there. And I almost started crying because like the lights in the AC worked. And Dan was like, are you traumatized? Like, are you okay? Anyway, so we went to Florence and Italy for our honeymoon, and everyone was so nice, and I was so happy because it was clean. So that's what happened, but the location was nice in Rome. So, oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my God, this is melting and I didn't even pick a stamp. Y'all, I thought it would be cold, but I'm not cold, so we'll put that over there. But yeah, I was so nervous that we were just gonna like go from one situation that wasn't good to another. But like we stayed at a hotel for like 2 nights, and it was super nice, and I was like, this is the life. So it was really cool, and I was so I was in there, Todd, like looking around. I was so scared because I didn't know, like, what if they're all like, I don't know. So anyway, they emailed me and said they were sorry, which I thought was nice. But I was nice till the end. I just was like, hey, we checked out. Thank you so much. I was trying to be polite. The language device, 10 out of 10, Jody. Used it on everything. Can't thank you enough. But I was like, everything's fine. Like, we have a mini fridge. We'll be good. Dan's looking around for like the additional rooms. There are none. I was like, ah. So anyway, that's what happened. But the food, phenomenal. The hotels we stayed in, amazing. Everything perfect, really. I had, so I had tiramisu. This is all vegan. Dan's not, but like I was. So I had, so that it's like, I'm mentioning that because I think it makes it even more unlikely that I had these things. Anyway, I had a croissant. I had tiramisu on like multiple occasions. I had spaghetti. I had the world's best pizza. Oh my God. Same with the spaghetti, but that pizza, I'm like weeping over the lack of pizza in my life now. I had, what else? I don't know. Pasta. So much pasta. It was great. It was so great. And like my weight in gelato. And then Dan could eat like more than I could. It was crazy how gluten-free friendly they are. If you have a wheat allergy, highly recommend going to Rome. It's wild. Or Florence. We went to a place and they had a separate kitchen for people that are allergic to wheat that had its own chef that only did gluten-free food. And then this isn't like a fancy restaurant. This is like a regular restaurant. They have their own chef and their own like fry later and oven and stuff for gluten-free and a separate kitchen from the wheat. They're really serious. It's crazy. I totally can't. It's actually, I have to be like mindful because I talk my hands so much and there's like a fire here. That's pretty. I made you some flowers. You'll see. But this is the latest that I thought I'd be able to stay up, and I'm doing pretty well. Here's to caffeine and well wishes. Hi! How are you? I made a noise that I don't know what that was. I am so good. I had the most wonderful honeymoon ever. I really did. I made friends. I got y'all presents. I got this cute little ring. I saw a motorcycle race. I saw a lot of Vespas. I rode in 3 boats, and I walked an obscene amount. I walked so much. So much. But in a nice way. It was fun. Did I take a lot of pictures with the camera? Yes. Yes, I did. So many. So many. I tried to go through the pictures so I could show them to like our family members and stuff. And it took me like 2 hours. And I only got through the first like 3 days. Like I couldn't figure out why my phone was dying. And now I know. I thought like because I wasn't looking at social media or anything. I promised myself like you'll be on vacation. Like you cannot be on your phone like working. Essentially, I couldn't let myself do that, so I had to be like no phone. But my phone kept dying every day, and I couldn't figure out why. But it's because I obsessively took photos on 3 cameras. I had like disposable ones, regular one, my phone. I was having fun, okay? I don't drink coffee because I'm already like this, but Dan had an affogato, which is like a little like coffee mug, and then they smudge ice cream along the edges of the mug, and they make it so that there's like a little square of no ice cream, and then they pour espresso in it, and he said it was phenomenal. Yes, thanks, Jody. Hi, Joanne. Jonielle, that's a pretty name. Hello, thank you so much. I hope I said that right. Leave. I've done that before. I had to apologize profusely for accidentally banning someone who was so nice. Sometimes it happens, y'all. It's not personal. What is this though? I cut too much probably. We're just gonna, it's dead to me. All right, anyway, so thank you, Victor. It was amazing. Okay, so I have to remember to drink water. You too could could have a treasure letter cup. I did. I had the best time on planet Earth. It was amazing. And I made you this. Here's the back. And here's the front. And it is stunning. I'm going to color it gold. It's going to be great. Now, what am I doing now that I'm home, you ask? Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful question. I will be focusing on getting my life together and working on the business obsessively. So, so if you're someone who would like to get organized, here's some poetry, and make some stickers together, join me. I'm thinking of reading a book about getting more organized, and here's a sticker. Did I miss a spot? Oh my God, don't look. 2 weeks of leisure, coloring like a fool. Okay, let's look at that again. Ta-da! That's lovely. Now, the whole time that I was there, you'll notice that my hair is blonde. Why is that? I don't know. I got permanent dye, and it is the least permanent thing I have ever received in my life. So, as soon as I got to Italy, the water was stronger because my hair dye immediately came out. It was gone. So, so when you see videos, you'll notice it's blonde. I don't know what happened. Wyatt, did you get a typewriter? That's amazing. Oh, I hope so. They're the most wonderful things on earth. Dan heard me like screech like a pterodactyl when we we were walking down the street in Italy, and it's because I looked over and there was a hotel, and in the window was an old typewriter, and I was so excited. I screeched. It's a long-term endeavor, Leaf. You're just perpetually bleaching forever. It doesn't end. Okay, so did I forget what I was doing? Yes. Are we back on track? It's a hard maybe. Okay, so I didn't color this. Thanks, sunshine. Jody, is that true? I have not. Girl, that's not even the right color. Well, we're going for it. It's uncapped. I meant to color this gold, but now it's rose gold, y'all. This is what happens when you take 2 weeks off. You're just a menace to society. Okay. But I had the best pasta ever, and it was so amazing and so delightful, and I made friends, and this cab driver told me about a famous coffee place, and I went in there and I bought a bunch of like coffee candies and things for loved ones who like coffee, and then that's where Dan got that avocado, and then he got macarons. Which ones are the ones that are chewy? I don't know. I did. Jody, you would be so proud of me. I gave out stickers to like a couple people, maybe 4. And I also gave out my card to 2 people. Who is she? An entrepreneur? Anyway, here we go. Anwar, you'll notice that I only do the ends now. There's a reason for that, and it's sanity. Bleaching, this took like, I don't know, I was there 4 hours or something. Like, never. Okay, so this actually is really pretty. I'm not mad that I didn't do gold. I think that's lovely. So this is the first sticker I made after 2 weeks. Isn't she beautiful? All right, so then we made this. And if you're new here, I make stickers out of wax. I also write poetry if you would like any. And every night on Friday nights, every Friday night, I have Friday night type night, except for tonight, because I thought I would be so deliriously tired that I would not be able to type correctly, and it seemed like a bad plan. So instead, we're making stickers. Thanks, Todd. It does dry your hair really bad, yeah. Over like maybe the first couple of weeks of me having pink hair in the videos, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, you'll notice my hair looked a lot straighter. It's because the bleach kills it, so it gets straight. And then when it starts like being alive again, it gets curlier and curlier. So this is like better than it was, but still less curly than it was. I have a website. It's TreasuredLetter.com. If you would like to support, it is my site. I make everything on there. And I will write you poetry, and you can get merch like that, and stickers and jewelry and joy. And yes, our goal for today is $25 in sales or donations. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me do some math. Hold on. Let me pick. Girl. All right. Okay. Now let me do some math. Okay. Thanks, Wyatt. I cut it myself. Literally not long ago. But the ends felt dead, so I took them off. La la la. What am I missing? Green. Okay. So The candles aren't scented because I think that I would like low-key, high-key lose my mind because I make so many stickers. Like in a given day, I make anywhere from 10 stickers. We'll be generous. So like 5 to 100, somewhere in there, amount of stickers a day. It varies by day, but it's usually somewhere in the middle, like 30 or 50 or something. So I make a lot of stickers, and I think that if the candle was scented, I would just start losing my mind because it's constantly on. So I know. I came back and the balloons were down. That one's taped to the wall. I came back and they did not survive, and I feel so bad. I had to remove like the balloon remains. So when I started, you wouldn't be depressed. But yeah, I agree. I have a video of me realizing, actually. I was like, oh no. Okay, this is what we're making. This is my favorite color scheme. It is rainbow opal and black. And this is what we're making because it's my favorite stamp. And I've been gone for 2 weeks, so we got to do that. Yes, we are trying to get 50 likes, and I totally forgot to say that. Thank you, Jody. You're right. So if you would like to like the stream, that would be amazing. We're also trying to get to 10,000 subs. That's the ultimate goal. So if we could get to like 6,400, that would be bananas, exciting, wonderful. I need like a larger vocabulary because when I write poetry, I have a lot to say. But when I'm speaking, I literally just say that's bananas. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we're at. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's get to 100 likes. Yes. Okay. So, how was your last 2 weeks? I missed you, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm fortunate to be able to do what I love. Also, I am now, I'm going to say lovingly, self-employed because I don't have to go back to that job anymore because I was just saving up to go on the honeymoon. Now I'm a full-time artist again, which makes me truly happy, fulfilled, joyful. Cannot tell you enough how I do not belong in a corporate setting. So I am just very, very happy to be here with you and be able to do what I love with all of you. So, welcome. So, a Monroe piercing is here, but I moved it so that when I smile, it's there. So it's just a made up thing, but isn't everything? Look how pretty. No, oh, Jody's right. I got to go to the P.O. box. I haven't done much, I must say. I'm a sleepy lady. Jet lag is no joke. No joke at all. You ready? Ta-da! Isn't that the most beautiful color scheme you've ever seen in your life? Doesn't it just make you feel like there's joy in the world? Oh, I missed this. That's beautiful. I am starting over with everything, Jody. I'm taking a breather from piano. I am focusing on the business. I'm going to get organized. I'm going to get to that 10,000 subs. I'm going to have the holiday show in December. And then I'm going to figure out a way to absolutely thrive and not just survive with this business. Those are my goals. We'll see how far I get. If you would like to join me on this endeavor and support an I don't know, local artist. I don't know where you are. A artist anyway. Please follow along. Thanks, Leaf. Harry's so happy all the time. I literally just got back from Italy and it was the most delicious food of my life. And I was just crying. I was trying to think of how many times I cried out of excitement so I could tell you. And I thought to myself, foolishly, I was like, oh, it was only like 3. I did so good. And then I was like, well, I was crying in the Coliseum because I felt like a video game character. I was crying on the streets of Florence because we were walking around and every time we turned a corner, there was another artist playing music outside. And I like was walking and Dan was like so excited that he was FaceTiming his mom. And I was just wandering and we like turned the corner and it was like instrumentalists playing the song from Game of Thrones. And I was like, this is so cool. And I was just crying. And then I cried when we got there. I cried. I cried when I ate my pizza and it was so good. Anyway, I definitely was having a good time, but I am perhaps, dare I say, emotional. Because it was really pretty and the food was really yummy. Yes, you are not wrong, Jody. I have laundry to do, but luckily not that much because we only brought a carry-on and a backpack each. Hello. Listen, Julianne, sometimes I don't need to be called out, but that's true, yeah. But I just, I'm not someone who ever thought that I would be able to go on a honeymoon because I thought like that's something that wealthy people do. So I was very cognizant of how lucky I felt and how like fortunate I am to be able to like do something that I love, and then y'all help me like get out of debt so that we could just go and I didn't have to worry about working. And anyway, I was so aware of all of that anytime anything nice happened, I just started crying because I was really excited to be there. So if you're wondering what I'm like outside of this, fortunately / unfortunately exactly the same as on stream. So it was great. I did. Thanks for noticing, Wyatt. Okay, so this is a dragon. I'll color it so that you can see it better, but that looks like pink smoke and it is so cool. This is what happens when you make a rainbow opal sticker and mix black in so that the colors like really pop. It's beautiful. So, did I get you a present? Yes. Do I need to find it and then record a video of it? Yeah. But I was a sleepy lady, so please be patient with me because I am very tired. So on the plane ride there, I thought like if I can just get myself to sleep a little, I'll be okay because we get in really early in the morning in Italy. Unfortunately, there was a medical emergency on the plane where a woman collapsed and they turned all the lights on and people were screaming help, and it felt like we were in like a movie and it was very dramatic and I was very worried for this woman. And then they were like, is there a doctor on board? And about 22 people stood up and was like, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor. And I was like, this is the safest flight I've ever been on. Like, it's all medical staff. But then they had to start yelling at people to get back in their seats because there were too many medical people and they just needed like one. So then everyone is like unnerved and all the lights are on and it's, 3 a.m. and we're all just like, well, now what? So it was like a little bit alarming, but she was okay. But we couldn't like deplane until like 5 EMTs came on and got her. But the doctor was sitting in the row like across from us and he was telling the people there and like us that like she's okay and she's stable and stuff. But it was like very dramatic. So I had never been on a flight where anything like that happened. So I was just like, behave, sit still, don't leave, don't move, be quiet, be, you know, aware. But also, there's no way I'm sleeping. I'm like monitoring this woman mentally. Like, I'm sending good vibes. So it was definitely an eventful flight there, not for anyone's fault or anything. It was just very dramatic. So by the time we got there, we hadn't slept at all. And then we got to the place and we were just like, what do we do? We have to try and stay up for like 36 hours now. And we did, and it was good. After that, everything went perfect. I saw the Vatican. I walked through this door that's only open. It's like a holy door. It's only open every 25 years by the Pope. And I was like, all right. So I went through that. I don't know. And then I went to the Colosseum and the Roman Forum, and it was crazy. Yes, Leaf, it was wild. It was wild. Okay, so TSA pre-check was 100% worth it. It was really, really worth it. Same with global entry. That came with my credit card. Both of those things came with my credit card that we got for like traveling points and stuff. And so you don't have to, like when you get in the country, you talk to customs. But this guy was like, you can go. And I was like, bye. Ran away because I am afraid of anyone in that level of authority. So that was that. Am I going live tomorrow? Yes. So tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yes. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I will be live on TikTok, Treasured Letter, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Then I will be back on YouTube on Sunday. Okay. If y'all have any questions about where to ship things, you can email me, treasuredletter@gmail.com. But thank you for being here, Obi. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I wasn't setting this aflame because it is burning and very warm. We're going to swap that out, pretend that didn't happen, and carry on. So we're going to make one more, and it is this. Because we're making, look how pretty. I think it matches my outfit. So we are making Stamps That I Adore, part 75. I can't wait to show you what I bought. Mostly because I like blacked out and bought a lot of things. But not like a ton because I didn't have the luggage space, but also because that stuff's expensive. 1 o'clock on Mondays. Yes. Yes, I will. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll start streaming more or at different times to say hello. We're going to find out, but I'm going to try and post more videos, get a bit more organized, get Treasured Letter out there more, be out in like the real world in public talking to people, dare I say. We'll see. But I really am going to be going like full send on this and seeing how much I can bring Treasured Letter to the masses. So here's hoping. Yay. This is beautiful. This is the back where the sticker goes. This is the front. Stunning. The fact that I'm still awake right now, I'm so proud of myself, y'all. In Italy, it is what? 5:30 a.m. Yeah. Totally reasonable time, let me tell you. Like a normal person I am. Okay, so this is beautiful. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow on TikTok, and I have a date with Moonlight. We are going to do a sticker experience. If you don't know what that is, please like the stream. We're trying to get to 50 and we're at 45. If you don't know what that is, a live sticker experience, AKA an XP. XP is when we make 4 stickers live together. You get to choose the stickers and the colors, and we make them on the live stream. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to it. Plus, it's my first sale getting back. Now, I did put a coupon up for the entirety of not being here because I thought we'd want to celebrate together. But that is now, I'm back now. So, we're back to regular pricing. Every night is at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is an hour ago, whatever that is for you. Except Mondays are at 1 in the afternoon because I take Monday nights off for balance purposes. If you would like a travel mug, my beautiful logo, there's 2 options. And then a regular mug, which is super cute, or a t-shirt, or some, what else? A hat, sweatshirts. Or if you like that I designed, it's at TreasuredLetter.com. But then also I make jewelry and stickers and poetry. I write the poetry myself. I type it out on a vintage typewriter. I seal the envelope with wax, and then I mail it to you. Or to a loved one, whatever you prefer. But that is what I do, and I will be doing more of that, and it will, dare I say, be my personality for the next hot minute. One, because I may or may not have like pretended that I live in Europe and traveled that way for 2 weeks. And 2, because I am really trying to turn over a new leaf and really just be a more polished version of myself, I'm going to say, a little bit more organized, with a plan, a lady with a plan. This is pretty. This is Mermaid Tears Sapphire Blue. This is like a matte pastel blue. And then that one, low-key, no idea. It was from a mix that I made. So it was one of those. Maybe that one there. I don't know. But it's pretty. So yeah, you'll be seeing, I'm going to try and be brave and put out poetry content, but that scares me. But yeah, I do have a lot of it. I am? Oh my God. Do not point at things with a hot spoon. Lesson 1. Sorry, I was shocked. That is very kind. Thank you so much. When's the first day of fall? Are we not in it? I thought like pretty much it's Halloween, so are we not in fall? I feel like once September 1st comes along, I assume it's fall and also Halloween. I was so excited when I got home because there's pumpkins. I went for a little walk to try and like not be jet lagged anymore, and there were pumpkins out at people's houses, and I was so happy. I love a pumpkin. Okay, so we're going to put that there for a minute. And did I torch this? Do you recall? No, I didn't. That is a hole. Fix yourself. There we go. So there we go. If you're wondering why I do this, it is because if there is an air bubble, it rises to the surface. And then if you're quick about like putting heat on it sporadically, the wax will fill in the hole. But if you hold it on there for too long, it'll just collapse your sticker. So you have to be careful. Thank you. I also love pink, which I suppose y'all noticed. But I like pink. And I like this color pink. It's like a rose gold kind of pink. I think it's nice. I did it myself, literally earlier. Okay, so I never make this stamp in this color scheme. So let's see if we like it, friends. Let's see if we like it. Here's the back where the sticker goes. Here is the front. Oh, I do like it. All right, so I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, let's look. I don't think rose gold. No. All right, how about gold? Oh, gold is nice for this. What do you think? And this is silver. Silver is also nice. I'll do a poll. You can let me know what you think. I'm going to try and spell things correctly. I promise nothing. But if you would like to like the stream, we're trying to get to 50 likes or 1 million. We're trying to get to 50 subs. And what is the goal? Hold on a minute. I cannot reach the keyboard. And it doesn't think I have fingerprints for some reason. Okay, our goal is $5 in sales or donations. And oh, we got our like goal. And 50 subs. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I think pointing is supposed to be rude, so if you think that, I'm sorry, because I point. I talk with my hands a lot. Okay. Thank you. Gold, you say. Wait a minute. I forgot about the poll. Oh, okay. Everyone's pretty much saying gold. So that's what we're going with. This, I need a new one. You can see the label's worn off. That's how you know I've done too much. That's what we call pitiful. So I'm going to have to add that to the wish list. Okay. So hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, it's so pretty though. This is one of the first, I think this is the second stamp I ever got, and then that one's the first one. And then that one might be the third one. So apparently we're just making all the first stamps I ever got. I think I got like this one and like maybe the compass at the same time. I'm not sure, but this might be in order of when I bought them. Literally 5 years ago when I started Treasured Letter. So that's crazy when you think about it. But let's do a recap of what we made. Here is the back and here is the front for a beautiful Treasured Letter sticker. Then we made this, and I love the edges of this, and I like that they're completely different than the middle. So that's the back. Here's the front, and see what I mean? Like, this is completely different. Like, if you just saw this, you'd be like, oh, that's a light sticker. But no, it's so pretty. So that's that one. It's a wildflower. Then we have my favorite stamp and color scheme ever. This is the first stamp I got. It was also the birth of Treasured Letter. I was staring at this stamp, thinking about it when I made the business. So, well, when I thought of the idea for the business, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's the back where the sticker goes. Gorgeous, obsessed, favorite color scheme for obvious reasons. Here is the front. It looks different every time. This time looks absolutely magical. I like how the gold kind of lies on the surface. I just love it. Anyway, that's the first stamp I ever got, and I think it's cool. So there you have it. And then this one, which I just put my finger in and is still wet, so might have to touch that up. But here's the back, all different color blues. Here's the front. I bought it because, one, it's cute, and everybody loves the feather in my eyes anyway. And two, it reminded me of a quill. And quills remind me of magic, and magic is fun, so that's why I bought that. So those are what we made this evening. And they're also the order in which I got them. Ta-da! Now, am I delirious and jet-lagged? Yes. Yes, I am. So, it will not be a tremendously long stream tonight because this is the latest that I am able to stay awake. But I love y'all, and I'm so glad that you joined for my return to streaming, and I am so thankful. Now, did we make our goal for this evening? I think we're $2 shy, but other than that, that's pretty good for a first day back. So we will add that to tomorrow. We will try again because practice makes progress, and success isn't linear, and doing your best is doing your best. You can't do more than 100%. So as long as you're doing your best, you're doing a great, great job. So may your day be wonderful. I missed y'all, and I'm so happy to be back, and I cannot wait to tell you of more exploits in Italy and fun that we've had and gifts that I brought you, and I'm just happy to be here. Aw, thanks, Joanne. That was so kind. Love y'all. Thank you so much. So, we made our goal tonight. Well, it doesn't tell me how many subscribers. I don't know that we got 50 subs though, but other than that, we made all our goals, and that is so kind, and I am so grateful. So love y'all, and have the most wonderful night. I missed you. I'm happy to be back, and I cannot wait. So sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow on TikTok, which is Saturday, and then Sunday I'll be back on YouTube. Love y'all, and I will see you then. Thank you for being here. I missed you. And I'm happy to be back. I love what I do, and I'm grateful to do it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please like and subscribe and all those fun things to help support an artist who is genuinely in love with doing art. So thank you so much. Sweet dreams. Love y'all. And I'm going to go pass out.